Welcome to Journey Realty Group. If you're in the market for a home, investing in real estate, or just curious about how the industry works, you may have noticed that construction costs and timelines are all over the place. One of the biggest reasons? Supply chain disruptions. In today's video, we're going to break down exactly how supply chain issues affect construction projects, why prices fluctuate so drastically, and how these delays ripple through the real estate market. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of why your dream home or that perfect investment property might be taking longer and costing more than expected. The chain reaction, understanding the construction supply chain. To really grasp the impact of supply chain disruptions, let's first define what we mean by the construction supply chain. Think of it as a massive interconnected network that brings together raw materials, manufacturing, transportation, and labor. Every home, apartment building, or office space requires a wide range of supplies: lumber, steel, concrete, roofing materials, drywall, windows, doors, and more. These materials don't just appear at construction sites, they come from different locations, sometimes halfway across the world. They need to be produced, shipped, distributed, and installed, all while working within the timelines of various suppliers, contractors, and labor teams. When a single part of this chain is delayed, it triggers a domino effect. If lumber shipments are late, framing can't begin. If windows are back-ordered, interior work might stall. And in construction, delays mean higher costs, both for builders and for buyers. Why supply chain disruptions have hit construction hard. So what's causing all these supply chain disruptions? Let's look at a few key factors. 1. Pandemic aftershocks. The COVID-19 pandemic led to factory shutdowns, labor shortages, and port congestion. Even though we're years past the initial lockdowns, the effects are still being felt. Many manufacturers have struggled to catch up, leading to material shortages that drive up costs. 2. Global shipping bottlenecks. Construction materials often travel thousands of miles before reaching their final destination. But in recent years, clogged shipping ports, container shortages, and even geopolitical conflicts have slowed down the movement of goods. For example, disruptions in the Panama Canal or the Suez Canal can delay shipments by weeks, if not months. 3. Fluctuating material costs. The price of raw materials like lumber and steel has seen extreme volatility. At one point in 2021, lumber prices skyrocketed by over 300%. While prices have somewhat stabilized, the unpredictability makes it difficult for builders to plan budgets accurately. 4. Labor shortages. It's not just materials that are in short supply. Skilled labor is also a huge issue. Many experienced workers retired or left the industry during the pandemic, and there hasn't been enough new talent to replace them. Without enough workers, even when materials are available, projects take longer to complete.
The financial impact.
How supply chain issues drive up costs. When supply chain disruptions slow down projects, costs go up and those costs get passed down the line. Here's how. Material price increases. If builders have to pay more for materials due to shortages, home prices rise to compensate. Extended project timelines. The longer a project takes, the more it costs in labor, financing, and holding expenses. Higher interest rates. As central banks raise interest rates to combat inflation, borrowing costs for developers increase, which can further drive up home prices. Delayed home deliveries. Pre-construction buyers often face unexpected delays, which can force them to extend rental agreements or make other costly temporary housing arrangements. Real-world examples of supply chain disruptions in construction. To put things into perspective, let's look at some real-world examples. The US lumber crisis, 2021-2022. During this period, the cost of lumber soared due to mill shutdowns and transportation slowdowns. This added tens of thousands of dollars to the price of a single-family home. Hurricane Ida's impact on building materials. After the hurricane hit the Gulf Coast in 2021, major disruptions to the petroleum and chemical industries led to shortages of PVC pipes, insulation, and adhesives. This created delays across the country. Texas winter storm, a deep freeze, shut down factories producing key materials like paint and resin, leading to months-long delays in construction projects. The ripple effect on the housing market. When construction costs and timelines are unpredictable, The entire real estate market feels the effects. Housing supply shortages, new home construction slows down, worsening the already limited inventory of available homes. This drives prices up even further. Increased demand for renovations. With fewer new homes being built, more homeowners choose to renovate instead of move. This creates even more demand for construction materials, driving up prices. Investors holding back. Real estate investors are often hesitant to start new projects when costs are uncertain, reducing the number of new rental properties entering the market. How builders and buyers are adapting. Despite these challenges, builders and buyers are finding ways to adapt. Material substitutions. Builders are using alternative materials when traditional supplies are unavailable. For example, steel framing instead of lumber or composite materials instead of traditional wood. Off-site construction. Some companies are turning to modular or prefab construction, where parts of a home are built in a controlled factory environment and then assembled on site. This reduces reliance on unpredictable supply chains. Strategic purchasing. Builders are stockpiling key materials in advance to avoid sudden price spikes and delays. Flexible project timelines. Many builders are now incorporating buffer time into their schedules to account for potential delays, helping to manage buyer expectations. What this means for home buyers and investors. If you're looking to buy a home, build a property, or invest in real estate, there are a few key takeaways. Expect delays. If you're purchasing a new construction home, plan for possible timeline extensions. Be aware of price fluctuations. Material costs can change quickly, so staying informed can help you make better financial decisions. Consider alternative housing options. Buying an existing home instead of waiting for new construction might be a smarter move in some cases. Work with experienced builders and realtors. Partnering with professionals who understand these challenges can help you navigate the market more effectively. Final thoughts. The construction industry is facing a complex web of supply chain challenges, but understanding these disruptions can help you make more informed real estate decisions. Whether you're a buyer, investor, or just keeping an eye on market trends, knowing how these factors impact costs and timelines puts you ahead of the game. What do you think about the current state of the housing market? Have you experienced construction delays or price hikes firsthand? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from Journey Realty Group. See you in the next video.